Hi, my name is Geraldine Hughes. I'm with the Jackson Truth, and I'm here to talk to you about Heal the World Foundation. There's been a lot of rumors going on, a lot of speculations. We just had an interview that you did, Larry, from a Michael Jackson researcher concerning more inside details concerning Heal the World Foundation. There was some it was bringing a lot of light to Howard Mann's involvement, and a lot of fans also have questions concerning Katherine Jackson on it. So I just wanted to add information that I know to be true. I can't talk to you about Heal the World Foundation without speaking about Melissa Johnson, who is the director of Heal the World Foundation. And she came to my attention about, I'd say, a little over a year ago. And she was trying to get the attention of the family to assist her efforts because the estate was suing her, trying to get the trademarks. And so we arranged a meeting between her and Katherine Jackson, and I was actually present at that meeting. Melissa had a book that was about this thick. And in that book, as she's flipping, everything that she was saying, we were actually watching the correspondence, the exchange of that was basically validating everything that she was saying, that she was the director of Heal the World Foundation, that Michael knew that she was running the organization as well. But then when Michael was going through the trial, she was saying that Michael couldn't get involved at that time. He was going through the trial of the second allegation, so he basically kind of left it in her lap, and he entrusted her in it.
This is about 2005?
2005. She had a lot of communication going back and forth with Bob Jones, I believe. He was in charge of MJJ Productions. And so it was a lot of exchange where she was literally letting them know everything that she was doing, every step that she was making. They knew full well, and you cannot tell me that they knew and Michael didn't know. And so, what was really striking to me about her was that, you know, she has such a passion for this charity, and her passion was to keep it alive. And as we all know, when the trial ended, Michael left the country. And so she was kind of left holding this charity, but in her heart, and this is what she was expressing, was she had a passion to keep it going in hopes that Michael would return back to the charity. So she wanted to give him time. You know, he had to go through what he had to go through after what he went through. He needed time, so she was giving him time. Then she was saying that once he finally did come back to the United States, she was able to show us, you know, that she began her communication again, you know, expressing, you know, everything is here, is, you know, it's in place. I've kept it, I protect it. But one of the things that she was saying was she started noticing that the trademarks were lapsing. They were expiring. She was able to show us where she's communicating to anybody that she could. She was knocking loud and she was crying loud and letting people know the trademarks are expiring. Everybody in his camp, his attorney, everybody kind of sort of ignored her a little bit or wasn't really paying her a whole lot of attention. So she decided, I'm not going to let this happen. From what I understand, it was all of the trademarks as it pertained to his name, his signature, his for his company, but nothing as it pertained to the music. The music trademarks, they did not lapse because the music was selling and they had to keep those current. But so she took it upon herself to protect the trademarks, but she didn't protect them in her name. She protected them in the name of the charity that she was only holding and keeping going for Michael when he returned. And so we really thought, as we're sitting here listening to her, you know, it was very compelling because we were like, oh my God, you know, while everybody else was trying to get the money on the right hand, they forgot about the trademarks. This is the part that I kind of want to say. I was fully convinced that she was very sincere because in that meeting, she did not say, I want to sell these to the family. She didn't ask for one dime. She wasn't asking for money. The only thing she said is, I want to give them to the family. I want to make sure that these trademarks go to the family and that you can have them and do what you want. And pretty much what she said, she did. We saw an interview where Catherine and Joe Jackson are now they're on the board of directors. That was her plan all along, was to make sure that she handed the trademarks over to the family.
And are the kids even involved?
That was an added plus. Michael's children are involved with the charity, and not just the charity, they're involved with the work of the charity. We got a chance to see that they they donated a check to an organization that was dear to Michael's heart. And I just think it's a beautiful thing. I saw a very sincere young lady who had one directive. She wanted to protect the charity for Michael. No one knew that we were going to lose Michael. And then she did what I think anybody should have done. She handed it over to the family. And I don't have nothing else to judge her by. Anybody, can come up with all kind of past things. But I can honestly tell you that what she said she wanted to do and what she did was exactly what she did exactly what she said by handing it over to the parents. As far as Howard Mann is concerned, there's a lot of I'm hearing a lot of people are because of his connection with Catherine, and a lot of people are making accusations. There's speculations. The only thing I want to say about that is this. Howard Mance is helping Catherine to do something that is dear to her heart. He helped her publish that book. He's helping whatever the effort that is needed with Heal the World. Say what you want to say about Howard Mance. He's helping Catherine, and obviously, Catherine is not she may be in her 80, I think is 1 or 2 or whatever her age is. I know Catherine to be very, very business savvy. She's as sweet, as gentle as a dove, but she's very business savvy. My thing is, let's support Catherine. We don't have to have all the answers as to why, as to who. Just from my experience being in the legal field over 30 years, when there's an estate and, there's a lot of bills that the estate has, and we already know, we've heard that Michael had millions of dollars of debt. One of the responsibility of the attorneys is to make sure that the debt is covered, that it is paid before they can really start giving out the proceeds. So from my understanding, a lot of the money that's being generated right now is going towards the debt. So one of the things that Howard Mann is doing is helping Catherine as far as paying her bills. So, he's helping her to through a rough period right now. You can say what you want to say, but, at some point in time, you really got to look at what's really going on. He's doing a good thing. He's helping. And my whole thing is she trusts him. She trusts him. So, if she trusts him, what do we have to say about that? He's putting his money where his mouth is. Anybody have a problem with it, please step up to the plate. If she trusts Howard, I trust her opinion. If she trusts Heal the World and working with Melissa, I really trust Catherine. I think it bottoms down to supporting the family. Catherine is not no pushover. She's very sharp. She's very witty, but she's still very beautiful, and she's still very sound in her decision making. So I just say, let's support Catherine. If she trusts, let's trust her decisions. Howard Mance is helping her to do something that she wanted to do. I can't speak for nobody else, but he's the one that stepped up to the plate, and he's helping Melissa as far as Heal the World Foundation. And I just say, let's just step back from our opinions. Let's step back from being so cruel in our judgments, and let's just see what happens. We can all speculate, but my thing is this: let the first one that has clean hands, you be the one to throw the stone. This is Geraldine Hughes, and this is my personal opinion as an author for the Jackson Truth.